Frank Smith. Oh my God, this guy. Does he look overweight?
This is Frankie to the Moon, my 2-year-old mini Australian Shepherd. And I'm Joey. We all know that these dogs are high energy and they require a lot of attention. And sometimes if they don't get that, they can pack on a few extra pounds. So, how heavy are mine?
Everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Frankie's giving you a nice butt shot. They should have to pay for that. They should have not for free. Butt is actually full of mats, which means Jenna's not going to be too happy with you. A lot has changed in the last few days, and Frankie wants to tell you. Whoa! Do you want to tell them everything? We don't have to tell them everything if you don't want to. I'm going to talk to them just for a little bit. I got to tell them the good news. So we got back from the vet yesterday, and ever since Frankie's little episode there where he was throwing up, you saw the video. He's doing a lot better now. For anyone who's wondering or asking, he's doing so much better. However, there has been one change that we've made recently that may have impacted that. I don't want to know. But we went to the vet this time not for that reason. We went to the vet for your regular checkup and to get his shots and his rabies shots and his lepto and all of that. Annual rabies, DHPP, and lepto. And I thought I would be very open about this because you guys watch the channel. You guys take advice from what I'm talking about. And it's not that I'm a dog trainer or Frankie's this perfect dog, but I figured you might want to know what's going on the inside. Okay, Franks. They say that you are bright, alert, responsive, and normal hydration status. That's good, because my main concern right now with the hot days is dehydration. Normal systems, eyes, ears, mouth, gums, everything else that's on the inside, they say is just very normal. And then in the notes section down here, it says excellent health. So I wanted to share this with you guys, not to brag. If there was something on here that wasn't good, then I would tell you as well. But I figured it'd be good to share because you do watch this channel. I want you to know that, I'm raising a very healthy pup here, and hopefully there's some tips that I'm doing or whatever that's going to help you raise your healthy pup too. I am going to give you guys the chance to guess down below. What weight do you think Frankie is? Let me show you a full body of Frankie. So this is Frankie right now. Looking pretty good. Everybody have their guesses locked in down below. So let's wean out some people right here. Frankie, the last time he went to the vet, he was 32 pounds. He's no longer 32 pounds. So if you said 32 pounds, you're wrong. Get out of here. I have been saying, just off my own judgment from weighing Frankie on the scale, that he's 36 pounds. If you commented down 36 pounds, I understand you had faith in me. You shouldn't have done that. You're wrong. Get out of here. Frank Smith. Oh my God! This boy is 39 pounds. 39.40. He's almost 40 pounds. Almost 40. Big chunky. And however, for those who are going to ask, but let's talk about it. A 40-pound mini Australian Shepherd? What's going on there? So I think everybody's wondering here, if Frankie is supposed to be mini and he's 40 pounds, is he overweight? And hey, that's a great question. We posted this on our Instagram yesterday, and we asked people, and a lot of people responded with, "Whoa, fat boy, chunko, don't fat shame my dog." But, I don't take offense to it because it's a good question. How you doing up there? And so I asked the vet, I was like, hey, is my mini Australian Shepherd overweight since it's supposed to be mini? Does he look overweight? He's not. I really like to relate dogs to humans so we can really have a better understanding. It's the same thing. Muscle weighs more than fat. Frankie is probably one of the most active dogs I know, if not the most active. and I really don't think there's too much fat on this guy. If you ever get a chance to pet him one day, you'll be able to feel that there's quite a lot of muscle there. He's a very active dog. I give him a lot of treats. He drinks a lot of water. He gets exercise for about 1 to 3 hours every single day. And not only am I exercising his body, but I'm also exercising his mind. He's just sitting here. That's a nice guy, good boy. You're showing off to people. He's like, you talking about me being fat? I'm not fat. Look at me. I think a lot of people also forget that there's also a toy size under the mini size of an Australian Shepherd. If we're talking technical terms, Frankie is an American Shepherd, and then there's the toy American Shepherd. I don't know which one. I don't know anything about that. But there's the Australian Shepherd, American Shepherd, and then toy version of whichever one. And Frankie's still the smaller one out of his litter, which is crazy. That is a big mini bunch right there. But other dogs in our group who are pure Australian Shepherds full size are 40 pounds. But then there are also ones that are 60 pounds. And so weight just varies. And I get a lot of messages being like, oh my God, is my dog overweight? He weighs this much. It's at this age. Listen, every dog and every person grows differently at different stages of life. If you're feeding your dog well, if you're exercising your dog well, and if there's no big scares, that the point where you don't have to go to your vet, then I think you're doing all right. And if you are scared, bring them to the vet and ask them, hey, is my dog overweight? But if you're ever wondering by yourself if your dog is overweight, if you can rub them and you can pet them, and when you're rubbing up, you can feel the ribs, and it's not pushing too hard, but it's pushing a little bit. You don't want to feel the ribs right when you brush like this. That means that they might need to put on a little bit more poundage. But if you're brushing your fingers, and right there, oh yeah, we can feel a nice little rib cage. That means you just got a strong and healthy dog. Oh my goodness, and the best kisser in the world. Now the next question is, how much do I feed Frankie? Frankie eats dehydrated kibble. It is meal free, and it comes from our friends over at Raw, which I'll be talking about later on in the video. Frankie gets 1.5 cups each meal. He eats twice, breakfast and dinner, which means a total of 3 cups. Hey Franco, and you like it, eh? Oh yeah. And lots of Treatos during the day. Okay, but you already had breakfast. You can't eat this. You can have like this much more. No. Now, Frank's is also the type of dog to not necessarily beg for food. He's not very food motivated. When I fed him food at first, he wasn't really eating. Some days when he's not feeling too well, he just eats in like a little portion, and he does he's a very clean eater, like right in the middle of the line. So it was really hard for me to dictate how much food he should be eating. On every single bag, that it says like your dog's weight and then how much they should be eating, but you can also call your vet. And if you go out for a very active day, there's no hurt or no harm in feeding your dog a little more extra treats or giving them like half a cup of food afterwards. When Frankie was growing, I fed him more than you actually should because we were being very active, and I wanted to make sure that he was getting the protein that he needed. So if we were doing a lot, I wanted to make sure that his body was getting a lot as well. So I know that this isn't a big like super adventure video or anything like that, but I was very happy, and I was very not surprised, but I was just a very happy part that I got the note that said that he was very healthy and he's very happy and he's a good weight and all of the above. It just made me very happy. But now let's talk about the one change that we made since we had that big incident. It doesn't really have anything to do with it, but it does in the long run. Let's talk about it. The big change. We have switched from pet kind kibble to Raw's kibble. Let's talk about it. Pet kind kibble is a great kibble. We've talked about it highly, very much on this channel, and it's a very good kibble. The reason why we changed isn't because it's bad. It's for different reasons. One of the reasons being that the store that we used to go to all the time, the pet store, didn't carry the exact kibble that we wanted. They offer a grain-free and a grain-in kibble. I like the grain-in kibble. It tastes really good, and Frankie likes it too. But they always had low quantity, and some days they wouldn't have it, and then I'm stuck with no kibble. with no food at all. And number 2 why we switched is the ingredients in raws. It's literally the next best thing to raw food, but in kibble form. I know there's a lot of people going to be in the comments down below being like, okay, well, why don't you just go to raw food? Frankie's stomach is very sensitive. We also plan on doing a lot of traveling when COVID opens up, and I would like to keep him on this. He likes it so far, his stomach likes it, and as the report shows, he's a very healthy and happy dog. So for those looking for a kibble, let's talk a little bit about raws. So a big red flag in a lot of kibbles is when it says like chicken meal, turkey meal, lamb meal. It's not a very good high quality product. I'm not a nutritionalist. I'm not going to speak on, what's the best and what's not the best. I just know that that's not the best. They use all dehydrated and fresh meats, which provides like a better protein for your dog. It's 87.9% digestible, which means your dog's gonna be able to digest it and in a smoother and healthier fashion. And there's so many more positive things on this. And if you want me to go and review more of the food that he's on, please leave a comment down below. But a huge thing that we love to support is one, it's family owned, and it's 100% family owned. And the next thing that is really amazing is that 100% of the profits are donated, which is just amazing. It's to help our dogs. Hey, you want to help the other doggos. And Frankie loves it, which is most important. So that was a big change that we made recently. All right, you can go run.
Oh yeah, Indy! A lot of people ask us what seatbelts we use. They're in the description down below. They're called a Kurgo seatbelt, and they work really well. They clip into the seatbelt, and then you clip them onto their harness, which is nice. So you don't have to buy a whole new harness, because they know some come like that. Hello.
Hi.
Did I tell you about the comment that somebody said that were like, and for the longest time I thought they were dating. So we're not dating.
Wait, what?
Okay, sit for me. Thank you, nice sit. Good boy. All right, let's go. Can you show the people my fancy new attire? Don't look at my butt, but look at this thing. See that? Oh, I'll show you something here. Okay.
Don't show them your butt.
No butt action here. Got 2 dogs, right? Boom. 2 water bottles, right?
Can I have some? No, seriously?
Yeah, later, after I show them all my tricks. Boom. Your dog's being a good boy, like this one. Boom. You got one too? A little less boom, but boom. Open up this guy. GoPro, Fizbo. And then boom, collapsible water bottle.
It's like a Mary Poppins bag for doggies.
Yeah, it's definitely not my first choice, but, and then you could like attach whatever you want to put here, like a towel or something.
Yeah.
But it'll be good for, hikes and stuff like that. And hot days when you don't want to wear a friggin' bag and your back's sweating the whole time.
Yeah.
Now to the exercise portion of, your dog's weight. Like I said earlier, Frankie gets about 1 to 3 hours of exercise every single day. Indy's about the same if I have Indy and Angelica's with me. She joins along. But I think Indy goes with a little bit less exercise, like per week.
Yeah, still like a decent amount, but maybe a little less than Frankie.
And for those who don't know, this is Indy, this is Franco. Get the heck out of the way. Indy. Indy! Right here, that's Indy. So Indy is about 16 inches tall, and we're guessing that she weighs just over 20 pounds. And then Frankie is 20 inches tall, and he weighs 39 pounds. We're thinking that Indy weighs around like 21, 22 pounds. But before, when Angelica first got her, she was a lot smaller though.
Yeah, she was like very skinny because she'd been like as a breeding dog. She was never bred, but she was like outside. I don't know, just like, it's a long story, but she was definitely very skinny.
Can I make a joke?
Yeah.
She was never bred, but she's got some nice buns. Woo-hoo. Okay, keep going, sorry.
So she was quite skinny, and then I feel like once I got her and had her for a few months and stuff, she kind of started to gain weight, and we tried a bunch of different foods, so that was maybe like a little bit confusing for her. And then yeah, I felt like she was maybe like a little overweight. And then more recently, with the pandemic hitting, my job has also changed, and we've got her on a better routine and everything, so I feel like she's lost weight again, but like now is at the like right size.
And I think with these animals, like 1 pound, you can notice. Like Indy was probably, I would say, like more around like 25 or 26 pounds
Yeah.
at the beginning of the pandemic, before even like we kind of met and she was like running around with Frankie. And then now I would say she dropped like 3 to 4 pounds, and I think she's at her ideal weight right now.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people ask questions about like the size and everything, and that Frankie's not mini or Indy's too mini or whatever. They come in all different shapes and sizes. Females, when it comes to dogs, are usually smaller than the males, so
Yeah.
hence why
And
Indy's smaller.
I would say Indy's on the smaller end of a mini Australian Shepherd, but still not like really small.
So on the video where I did like taking my dog like a walk in the dog park, most aggressive dog park or whatever it was called, where I did like a POV, I noticed one thing. This hand was in the shot
Oh yeah.
every single time. This hand didn't even make an appearance. So anybody who wants to see it, this is it.
Oh wait, I thought you were talking to me.
I'm also talking to you.
Oh, okay.
25 degrees, no, 28 degrees right now, and humidity of 54%, feels like 29 degrees. You want some water? How about this?
Oh, there you go.
I still haven't solved the best water bottle contraption to bring and how to bring it, but we're getting there. That's definitely not it. All right, friends, did we all have fun?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Who likes the video and is gonna comment?
You and me.
This is getting to a mess. Thank you guys very much for liking the video. If you've liked it.
Delirious.
Who's delirious?
Me. It's too hot.
Thank you guys very much for watching the video. If you're not subscribed already, please go down there, subscribe. I hope maybe this helped anyone out. These dogs are very happy, very healthy, and I hope yours are too. So I'll see you guys next time, and so will they. Say bye. They want to go home.